industry. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma inaugurates Meghalaya yacht at Umiam Lake. Meghalaya government allocates 19 crore for natural calamities. Tourism Minister responds to demands for CBI probe into Raja's death. And KHADC EC terminates 13 staff, revokes regularization of 30 casual workers. The news in detail. In a major effort to foster local talent and strengthen Meghalaya's film industry, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma and Tourism Minister Paul Lyngdoh distributed film grants under the Hello Meghalaya initiative at a ceremony in Shillong. The grants, ranging from 5 lakhs for short films to 35 lakhs for feature films, aim to provide platforms for young filmmakers. The event showcased the first look of Ha Linkha Baneng and launched a filmmaking exchange program with FTI Arunachal Pradesh. Further, a 30-day film roadshow was flagged off to promote local cinema.
Larger context and the larger picture that we try to create for the youth, we realize that there's a very, very important gap in the film industry and filmmaking sector in our state, which needs to be pushed. And we saw that there was a huge potential lying in it, which had not been tapped. There were so many youngsters, so many creative people who had so much of potential, but sadly there was no platform for them to move forward in. And that's when the entire story of how we could move forward in this line, and this whole area started to come up.
Chief Minister Conrad Sangma inaugurated the Meghalaya sailing yacht at Umiam Lake, aiming to strengthen Meghalaya's tourism and sports sectors. Joined by Tourism Minister Paul Lyngdoh and other top officials, the event also saw the presence of athletes and dignitaries. The Chief Minister emphasized the integration of tourism and sports for youth employment and holistic growth. The Meghalaya will serve both as a water sports platform and tourist attraction, with plans for more yachts and a 140 to 150 seat cruise yacht to follow.
This program is a great example of two verticals, which is sports and tourism coming together, which is again very, very important sector for us. And what actually combines all of this together is also the larger vision that we have for creating livelihood and employment and targeting the youth and keeping the youth in the center of what we do. Our decisions are revolved around what is good for our youngsters. And therefore, all of this entire program brings all of these points together for us.
The Meghalaya government has allocated an advance fund of 19 crore to all deputy commissioners across the state to tackle natural calamities after heavy rain since May 29, which claimed 6 lives, with 1 person still missing. Revenue and Disaster Management Minister Kirman Shala confirmed that the funds can be utilized by the DCs as per the local needs. Additionally, the government has announced an ex gratia of 4 lakh each for the families of victims who died in the recent rainfall incidents.
Tried our best, especially from the department, to send the support, especially to the family member of those who lost their life. So the fund has been, as an ex gratia, have been received, some of them, and all the fund has been released to the, especially all 6 of them they have, 5 of them have received, and 1 is still with the BDO, so that I believe within, maybe they have receive it today, or maybe if not, maybe by tomorrow. As of now, we don't have any list of missing.
How much is the execution?
4 lakh each for loss of.
Tourism Minister Paul Lyngdoh described the recent death of Raja as an unprecedented event, stating such a crime has never occurred in Meghalaya before. Responding to demands for a CBI inquiry, Lyngdoh urged the public to avoid jumping to conclusions, noting that the full facts are still emerging and the investigation is ongoing. With the case now declared as homicide, he reassured that the state police are utilizing all resources to investigate the matter. Lyngdoh emphasized that isolated incidents should not tarnish the state's overall safety image, drawing a comparison to a Shillong resident who had been missing in Thailand for the last 8 months.
We are really shocked by what has transpired. But in the same breath, let me also say this, that this incident was unprecedented. No such crime has ever taken place in the past. And we do not know the full story as yet, and therefore we cannot pronounce the last word of what actually happened.
The gorge is about 3 layers, and they have gone right to the last layer, and DRF, SDRF, SOT have gone down, and they have recovered the phone of the victim, and they've also recovered the weapon which was used. It was dao, the knife which was used, and that has been seized.
The Executive Committee of the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council, led by the Voice of People's Party, has terminated 13 newly appointed staff and revoked the regularization of 30 casual workers after a review found all appointments were made without sanctioned posts. KHADC Chief Shamborlang Rinja said the decision followed recommendations from a committee formed to streamline operations, adding that while the 30 casual workers may continue in their roles, future recruitment will follow updated service rules and a transparent selection process.
Teka komiti kam yo ikata ka issue to ay pingi bisara sansen meeting kata meeting ila bakalong kating sa recommend kasi isti ka sa puruk pigi ki kijing tungi kini ki don gi ba la tungi ki nado ki punai non ki diga macam sistem margadan kan ikar kom tung kedan atli ka benta koi ka benta ka ki tung lembaga ni ka SD ki ba ko house punai julai ba ko pa punai jasamba.
Cabinet Minister Kirman Shalla, while reacting to the statement of VPP that UDP will cease to exist by 2028, said that the largest regional party in Meghalaya will produce its best ever results. Shalla acknowledged that other parties may attempt to undermine the UDP, but based on the strong support from the public, no one can challenge the party. He expressed confidence that in 2028, the people of Meghalaya will once again place their faith in the UDP.
Of course, they'll find ways and means. They will try all the ways and means they can to make us down. But looking at the support we got from the public, I have a feeling that nobody can touch us. We have been here, we will be here, and the time will come that our people will have full faith on us, and they'll give us a day where one day we will be the leaders for the state. I have feelings. So they mentioned that 28 UDP will be no more. I have a feelings that is wrong.
Despite the Meghalaya government's invitation to join the All-Party Committee on Railways, the State Congress appears unwilling to participate, citing the need to follow party directives. Congress MLA Ronnie Lyngdoh stated that any decision to join the committee would depend on the instructions from the party office, emphasizing that as the lone Congress MLA, he still abides by the party structure. The committee, aimed at fostering discussions on the long-pending railways projects, has raised concerns over its inclusivity, with the Congress and the Voice of People's Party opting to stay away.
To take any decision on my own, though I'm the only lone MLA of the party, but still, the party apparatus still exists. So.
Congress MLA Ronnie Lingdo addressed the increasing calls within party ranks for the removal of Meghalaya Pradesh Congress Committee Chief Vincent Pala, suggesting that there may be truth behind concerns being raised. Lingdo acknowledged the dissent, stating that while some concerns might be genuine, it is important to evaluate whether they are based on real issues or driven by vested interests. Lingdo also highlighted the party's declining influence in the state, noting that Congress is reduced to a single MLA in the Assembly and holds no seat in the autonomous district councils.
There are certain voices that have, voiced all those concerns. So perhaps there is some truth in it, perhaps there is no truth in it, because, sometimes when you have those concerns, you have to look deep, because whether those concerns are genuine or, you may have vested interests also. So it's up to the party high command to look at all those concerns voiced by various section of people. Obviously, they must be aware. They must be aware, because a lot of people must have, kept in contact with the party high command.
Two inmates who had escaped from Nongpo Civil Hospital during medical treatment have been rearrested. Senior Superintendent of Police V.S. Rathore confirmed that Sunil Das, 29, and Pappu Chetri, 32, were rearrested on May 29, 2025 with the assistance of the North Garo Hills Police. Das had escaped on November 15, 2024 and was convicted in multiple criminal cases. Both inmates had fled to Assam using false identities.
Sunil Das is a convict. He is undergoing life imprisonment, and Pappu Chetri is a UTP. And both were in judicial custody, and they were brought to hospital for some medical treatment, during which they managed to escape. So since then, district police was looking for them. We were searching for their latest whereabouts and everything. So after a persistent effort of last almost 5 to 6 months, they were located in Dudhnoi. So immediately North Garo Hills Police and Assam Police was requested to help, and after engaging confidential sources, we managed to nab them both.
Bhoi district celebrates its 33rd Foundation Day today with positivity, commemorating the historic moment when it was officially declared a district in 1992. Over the past 3 decades, Bhoi has experienced remarkable growth in various sectors, including development, culture and community unity. On this milestone occasion, leaders from across the region have shared their reflections on the district's journey, emphasizing the progress made and the continued commitment to shaping a prosperous future.
Ya paro kipat ba nong song jong ka tham ri bhai ki ki song hak jinga lenti ka jongi menta hakini ki lai tli ki snem ki pangila jam ki ladan shibun ki jing ki bakum ki nong yalam ha district ka jongi ki kandu nadu ki por ki bamen shwa bater hadu mentaru
dari Bhoi Darbar ke bala ki laksait haki snem ki ba menshua hapo ka jingalam jo mi doktor di lapang pada sengi bat ki we no yalam ki bala seng nengkong ya kari Bhoi Darbar bat langba kan ya kari Bhoi Darbar ki la lek sia sarkar haki por ki ba menshua banya kun banyo no la ka jong ka subdivision ban naga ta ka subdivision ni yo menta banya Siaga district, lau beri jika sau tadi ujun, siajar kendai sebab kendai puar.
The body of Boniface Kurba, a resident of Maunai village, was found in a stream near his home. Kurba had gone missing on the night of May 29, and after several days of unsuccessful search efforts, the family reported the disappearance to local authorities. The body discovered by a fisherman was later identified by family members. While there are no allegations of foul play, police have launched an investigation. And a quick look at the weather report now. First, let us take a look at the weather report for Tura. The minimum temperature recorded was 23 degrees Celsius, the minimum 28 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity was 73% and 5.9 millimeters of rainfall was recorded. Moving on to Shillong, the minimum temperature was 17.4 and the maximum 22.4 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity was 91% with 14.2 millimeters of rainfall recorded. Meanwhile, in Bhoi, the minimum temperature was 17 degrees Celsius, the maximum 21, and the relative humidity was 90% with 8.8 millimeters of rainfall. And the forecast for Tura, Bhoi and Shillong says that moderate rainfall and thundershower is likely at most places. Another look at the headlines before we wind up. Meghalaya launches film grants to boost local film industry. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma inaugurates Meghalaya Nor yacht at Umiam Lake. Meghalaya government allocates 19 crores for natural calamities. Tourism Minister responds to demands for CBI probe into Raja's death. And KHADC EC terminates 13 staff, revokes regularization of 30 casual workers. That's all we have in this edition of the Bulletin. Join us again tomorrow evening for more news and updates.